know what SWIFTtrip is all about. Be excited that you are part of the people that are starting this project at the foundational stage.
It's time to pay your customers. Jeremiah, and he's the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in River State. And I would, as well as the YouTubers can see on the screen, you can see him, but the Telegram followers will also see Mr. Jerry as he speaks right from our screen over here as well. So Mr. Jerry, over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure on my part to be here on this live talk show. This is one opportunity that will not always be there for everyone. So if you were here in the webinar this morning, count yourself fortunate, because you are going to be among those who will be rewriting history in the course of your financial life. So if nothing great has happened in your life before, the time for greatness is now. So hurry up, tell your friends, your brothers, your friends, your colleagues, wherever they are, even those who are your enemies, at the right time has come for them to key into our live webinar, where you hear about this life-changing and transforming opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you. Now, please, you will take us through what SWIFTtrip is, and maybe part of the PYC. Maybe within, we have these 10 OCs right now, so at least within 10, 15, 10, 20, then I will take the next 10 minutes what the owners of SWIFTtrip will benefit. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
All right, thank you. It's my pleasure to have been given the privilege to speak for what our business model is all about. Talking about SWIFTtrip, which is a revolution in the e-taxi industry, because it's a product of the Web3, which is the latest version of the internet. You know, it's a combination of 4-in-1 services that we're out here rendering. And so, if you've never been part of those who are co-owners of brands before, the opportunity is right before you. So when we say a Web3, you know, a store that is built on the blockchain technology, Solana precisely, that is completely decentralized, where once we launch, you will be in control of whatever that happens in your own ecosystem, because every one of us will have an ecosystem that will control, whereby your funds will not be regulated by anybody. You'll be the one to make withdrawal as you so desire. So what is SWIFTtrip offering today? Like the name implies, swift, that's to do with fastness, sharpness, concise. And of course, trip is journey. Man is as old as Johnny, and Johnny is as old as man. We are nomad by nature. We must move, There's nobody that doesn't love moving. I'm here today because I have to move from my house, but I didn't trek down. I came with a ride. So that kind of ride is what we're talking about. That SWIFTtrip is offering you. It's a combo, like I usually say, it's a combo of 4-in-1, where we'll have the SWIFTtrip, where the e-taxi will take care of that. We already have brands like that already existing, so it's not completely new, but we're adding something that is making us stand out. Then we have the logistics part of it, like how the likes of DHL, G&G, Nigeria, they are setting the pace, but we're going to give them fight for what they already good at doing. So SWIFTtrip is a combo of e-taxi, like the Uber and Bolt, and then we have the logistics, the likes of GG, like I said. We also have the SwiftMart, which is the e-commerce version part of our own business, SwiftMart. And when we talk about e-commerce, the likes of Amazon, Gigi, Jumia, and a host of them. SWIFTtrip is offering you and I a platform to do buying and selling. So that thing you have that you're producing, you are selling. Here you'll be able to reach a wide the comfort of your home. All right? And the future one, and the fourth one is the aviation. Aviation is as old as man. It's innovative that every one of us is keen in today. In Nigeria here, we have brands like the Arik, the Peace, Air Peace, and all the rest. So SWIFTtrip is going to give them something that is going to be quite competitive and innovative, where you cannot become a co-owner of an airspace. Airport we're talking about, you will see it come to realization in the foreseeable future. So now, imagine you hearing about this opportunity, and then you sit aloof and say, let me watch and see how they come about before I come in. You will just end up becoming a spectator. Don't be a spectator, be a partaker, be part of the process. In Nigeria here, we have people who love to be, end users, partakers of a system. Okay, when they launch, I will begin to, enjoy the services. Well, it's not bad. It means that you'll be the one paying us. Why not be part of those that will be enjoying these services and be paid for it? Okay, so that's what we're talking about. Become a co-owner of a system that will change and rewrite your financial story. How are we going to rewrite your financial story? That is what has led to the acronym that we usually use in SWIFTtrip called PYC. PYC. What is PYC? PYC says pay your customer. Before now in Nigeria, what we know is KYC, know your customer, and what value has it added to our lives? At best, a number of us are already saying that the banks should stop sending us WhatsApp and text messages, because when they do, we see deductions.
Yeah.
And of course, so many persons are angry. They've seen their account balance move from what it was gradually reducing without touching it, simply because of SMS that are unsolicited for, because your banks know you. Okay? So of what good is knowing someone and the person begins to witness reduction in his earnings? That is why we're saying, come and be part of a system whereby our knowing you will result in increment in your finances and not in reduction. That is a PYC we're talking about. Pay your customer. And how will SWIFTtrip pay you? Everyone, both those who will end up becoming customers of this business, will also get paid. You will see that as we go on, how you get paid. So the PYC is a novelty of our brand, and we are the pace setters. We say we are the pioneers of PYC all over the world. Shortly after now, brands all over the world will begin to copy us.
Sure.
Okay? They'll begin to learn from us. And I always say it, that we have a lot to offer to the world. Most people think that the black race is cursed. We are not cursed. We are blessed. In fact, we are among the most blessed all over the world. Go to the various fields of endeavor. If you're having 10 best persons, you will see at least 6 will be blacks. Go to the US. If you see 10 doctors, most likely 7. And of these 7, you'll be surprised that 5 or 6 are Nigerians. So we are leading the way. We're showing people the pathway to how things should be done. So nobody should take your black pigmentation as a setback for you, because other people say, and a black man get them now. Hey, if a black man get them, what does it mean? Does it mean that we are not good at it? No, we are. That is why we are introducing something completely new to the world. So you see how the PYC will pay you, pay me, pay every other person once we launch. Right? So hop in this moment and come and enjoy the business model we are presenting you with. Don't wait until you understand it completely, because if you do, you might come in but you pay higher, like it's happening to so many of us now. Those who heard of it when it was 5,000, that is for the note, for example, and they didn't key in. Heard of it when it was 10,000, didn't key in. 15 when they didn't key in. 25, 500, 30. Today are keying in why it is 49,000 naira. Yeah. So it tells you that we're not looking for, we're not begging anybody. I always say it on my status. The more you look, the less you see. When you analyze it, we are bouncing. When we bounce it, right to the top. So your doubt, your naivety, it's not stopping us from getting to where we are going to. It's a movement, it's a revolution, it's disrupting.
Yes,
we are changing the way things will be done, and of course that is why we are using this medium to reach out to you from the comfort of your home. You can hear us right away. The trumpet is sounding ever louder than before. So guys, you need to really have a rethink. If you've not done that, get all your family members to come and be part of a brand that will make them proud of you as a father, a mother, an uncle. Because if your dad did not leave a fortune for you, it is not to say you will not leave a fortune for your children. Always know it. I always say foundation ends at 30. Once you are 30 and above, you are not the new foundation. So if your foundation is cursed, don't be cursed either. change and rewrite history for yourself. I think with these few words of mine, you should begin to have the fever now that yes, I want to be part of this game changer.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ambassador Jerry, for this amazing breakdown you've given to us today. And to the YouTubers, the Facebookers, thank you so much for following us up there. And please encourage you, like, share, comment on these posts so that everyone out there will be able to know the valuable content that we're releasing out to them. Thank you so much. Able shareholders of SWIFTtrip will bounce right to the top. You've just heard from the Hub Admin of SWIFTtrip in Rivers State, Ambassador Jerry, Ambassador of SWIFTtrip in Rivers State. And right now we are going into how will you benefit from all of these things you've heard. You've understood that we're here to accomplish the airport of SWIFTtrip, that is SWIFTtrip Airways, the e-taxi business that is similar to the Uber, the Bolt, Palm Drive and other likes, the e-commerce which is called SWIFTmart, with the likes of Jumia, Amazon, and all the likes, and the logistics like the digital. So all of these things now, you've understood that none is new. But what's new is the PYC. And Ambassador Jerry has been able to give you a good preview of the PYC. So right now, I want to talk about how will all of these things come together to make you extremely wealthy. And as I do say, every says, SWIFTtrip will make you a trillionaire in dollars. If you've just heard that and it's your first time to hear us say that, we want you to go indoor, meditate over it, and see massive possibility. Because when we address you, we're not just addressing you, we're addressing the nations inside of you. You will leave this thing, I will leave it, and our children will continue to enjoy the legacy we have built. Come, let's build a system that would last for life. So, going straight now to the calculations, we're using 2,000 naira as an analysis throughout this presentation. So we'll carry everybody along, including the YouTubers, as you see the slide going through the screen. Now, a trip is performed in Nigeria after the launch of SWIFTtrip. And a question now, I don't know if Ambassador Jerry attended to this. Did you attend to when SWIFTtrip launched? I think we didn't discuss that. Okay, so I will take you through that. When SWIFTtrip will launch business, and that is at the sales of 3% shares to the owners of SWIFTtrip. When we talk about these shares, it's global. It means on every transaction you earn instantly. The company is not telling you at the end of the day you start flipping papers, flipping records to check how many trips was done, and then we pay you at the end of the day. No, we mean per trip. This is a smart contract. As it's happening, you earning. You can see it on the screen. 5% share. That's the YouTubers, and I want to show you. Also, you can see my screen. If you can see it, let me know. You're with me right now here, and I'm clicking on screen share. Great. You can see it on Telegram as well. 3% is given to the node holders. And 2% given to the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? Stakeholders are persons who invest 128 million to the minimum of 2 million naira as owners of SWIFTtrip. And then who are the node holders? Who the 3% are reserved for? Those coming in right now with the minimum of 100,000 naira. That is what is the current price of the note. But today you are enjoying a reduced promo price of 49,500. Today it just went for 9,500. So the next 72 hours it will become 50,000 naira. So if you hear it today, buy it. If you know you will buy it tomorrow, buy it now. Don't wait until it becomes 100,000 naira thinking you will buy it more valuable. What you buy is more valuable than the person who bought it for 49,500. It's the same thing. 0.50125% as a note holder. And if you're buying the deluxe for 128 million, it is 0.05 global share on every transaction. A trip is done in China. you earn. A trip is done in Australia. If you are a deluxe owner, you earn 0.05% of that transaction. A trip is done in Nigeria. You earn. I don't need to be in Australia to earn from Australia. You don't need to be in China, wherever you are in the world. You make money. And that's what we're calling you. Come, let's use this massive system. So now, when we talk about 5% given to the shareholders, 3% out of that must be sold before the launch of SWIFTtrip. If we're looking at that, remember we say one person to one unit. So you can raise the question now. I want to buy so many units. I want to be a massive owner of an airport, so I will buy so many notes. No, you cannot own so many deluxe. You cannot own so many notes. You can only have one. If you're buying the deluxe, if you're buying the base, one. If you buy the notes, one. And when you upgrade from the notes to the stake, you are not owning the note and the stake. That note account is updated or updated to become a stake. Or let's use the word upgraded. That's the right word. So one person, right, getting a share out of this 3%. Remember, all noteholders own a constant share of 0.50125%. So minus that away from 3%, that gives you how much? 2.4 million. So if you look at it on the screen, I think we had that on the screen just now. Please, media, you can put it up now for the YouTubers, so I can explain to them as well. The 3% that will be sold, you can see underneath it say maximum 2.4 million note holders. It means that 0.50125% is dividing that 3% share. That box here, broken down into units, gives us 2.4 million units within. I believe it's understood. And 1 person to 1 unit. That is why we say we need 2.4 million shareholders. So when you ask him when SWIFTtrip launch, it means SWIFTtrip would get 2.4 million supporters or subscribers or co-founders or funding customers. Whatever term I use, I am meaning the same thing. Every one of us here are customers. I mean, we're not coming to produce a product that the CEO will say, I don't know if everyone who comes to subscribe to this vision will be in need of our product. No! Everyone here moves around. Everyone here buys and sells. And that is why we know that this niche we're coming into is a do not miss opportunity. If you miss it, you won't forget the name SWIFTtrip. Alright, so now since you understood when SWIFTtrip is launching, it is not connected to any concrete date. So maybe you will be expecting you to say it's launching by December 2024. No, it's launching at the reach of 2.4 million. And the question that a new person hearing this now will be asking, how can I monitor it? How do I know? Once you become a shareholder, the shareholders app, the SWIFTtrip note app, you can download it from Play Store. When you access it, you would see it clear. The first thing that hits you is how many shareholders we have. And currently, by the grace of God, to the glory of God, we are 9,000 plus. Imagine we started from nobody into this with all the naysayers. It's not going to happen. The man will soon keep his mouth shut. This and that and those. We are waxing stronger. Be part of the pioneers. The man asked yesterday in the meeting, I don't want to campaign, but I just want to be part of it. We told him, do not bother to be part of it. We need pioneers. We're not looking for subscribers. We are very selective. We are looking for pioneers. We know the past experience. So if you see this 2.4 million persons, it means that it's you and I that will make this number happen. So let's put hands on deck. Forget the past. It's a new future. And let's make this future come to fulfillment for every one of us. Beautiful. So we've established a good understanding about that, and now I will take you now through how this will pay you. Let's dwell on the notes. If you understand how the notes will massively make you wealthy in the future, just few space from now. Just few space from now. Then you will think, if I'm a stakeholder, what's going to be
What's
my
going to be my
benefit?
benefit?
By the time this
By the
note
time
hits
this note hits
100,000,
100,000,
nobody will be
nobody will be
presenting and talking about
stake.
stake. Everybody coming people won't even know that there was once a thing like stake. It will be taken out. So the only opportunity you have now today is stakeholder. It's now that it's early. Once it keeps climbing 500 naira every 72 hours and it hits 100,000. Today is 50,000. When it started increasing, it did not get here. Now it's 50. 72 hours and 50,000. It will still hit 100,000. Once it hits it, it's over with. You can no longer be a stakeholder. So use this opportunity while it lasts. 2,000 naira. We are considering now. I'm asking you, give me your imagination. SWIFTtrip has launched business, and it means we have got our 2.4 million subscribers. Now, business is running in Nigeria and the United Kingdom, and that's our two first contract launch. And we're showing you now on an analysis in Nigeria. 2,000 naira. How much will you earn? That is the question. How much will you make out of this? Multiply it by 0.50. 125%. Is it on the screen? Media. Please put it up for us on the screen. The percentage of how the subscribers will benefit. Is it there? Yes, thank you so much. Now you can see that. 2,000 naira multiplied by the volume of the noteholder shares, it gives you 0.4025 kobo. Incredible. And it might also look very irrelevant to the man who loves Pomsy, the woman who loves Pomsy. So if you love gambling, you know that putting 49,500 into a business in a Ponzi scheme cannot be giving you 0.0005 kobo. It will make you happy. You will not see any reason to want to be part of it. But SWIFTtrip is talking to business-minded oriented people. Persons who want to be like Obasanjo and the colleagues that earn kobo from your recharge card, from my data subscribe. They are making money, and it's in record. Go to Google. Obasanjo per day is making over $45 million per day. As today is closing, the man is making money. Some people are out there trying to save for emergency. They tell you save for the rainy day. I've never taken that advice serious in my life. I have never. I'm telling you the fact. Save for what are you saving for the rainy day? What kind of rainy day emergency are you waiting for? If you look at the accounts of men like Obasanjo, I'm using it because all of us know him. At the mention of that name, we know him in a blink. Do you think that the money in that account which you cannot pronounce, I don't think if I see his account balance, I can pronounce it. Is he keeping it because he's trying to save it? No. That money is there because the one coming today, he can't exhaust it. What will happen? It will just be there, lying down there. And some are out there trying to hustle to save for a rainy day. That should not be our dream. Shouldn't be the kind of reality. If it has been very good, we can change it. The money in your account because you can't finish it. Now, system pays you kobo, but as it continues to increase, it becomes massive. It's just I don't know how to do it. Same game. And now I want to take you to 5 years. I want to show you how this kobo can become millions, billions, and trillions. If I'm calculating with cents, I'll show you how cents will become billions, trillions of dollars. So when I tell you to make a trillion dollars, take that word serious. I'm not talking into sweet talk. I'm not talking into big mouth. I'm telling you what will happen. And if it will not happen, I would not say it to you. I hope we were hearing all this while on Telegram. Sorry for that. YouTubers, I think you are the one who enjoyed this presentation. Telegram followers, I think I just noticed my data disconnected and took me to mute. Sorry for that.
Can hear you now.
All right. So now, at the end of this, you'll be able to rewatch it on YouTube, and all of it. So thank you so much. Now let's proceed with this. I won't be able to go back to where it took me out. Okay. If we multiply this double times, let's see that. I want to do 50 trillion trips. As years go by, all of this will be exceeded. 50 trillion trips, as I always calculate here. The other day I calculated 500 trillion trips. Let's calculate that. 500 trillion trips. What do you see? On the screen, I calculated there for the YouTube as 50 trillion trips. On Telegram, calculating 500 trillion trips. So right here, we see 12.5 billion. 12.5 billion. And on the screen, we see 1.25 billion. Do you know why I'm doing this 500 trillion here? I want to let you know that this thing has no limit. And if I make it 5,000 trillions, what did you see? What are you seeing? That is 125 billion. Do you want to go again? Add another zero. That is 1.25 trillion. It keeps getting better as years go by. You keep getting bigger. You keep getting stronger. This is not a future that anyone should miss out from. We have seen this right before us. And where a person will be trying to drag you into argument, brother and sister, move ahead. Honorable Richard, please do not find yourself arguing with anybody. No one out there deserves your how do I put it? Your time arguing with him. If any argument is going on, the argument should be the person is trying to understand. There are two kinds of argument: and a blind argument and an argument of trying to understand. When you see such people, you will know. When you see the one trying to throw questions that will educate him, you will know. When you see the type that is throwing questions that are very useless, you will know. And when you see a useless question, be able to stand on your ground to say, this question is useless, and I'm not going to be part of them who will answer it. Am I communicating? Thank you so much. SWIFTtrip is a rugged and a dogged process. Do you know why I remain dogged and rugged? It's because I know what has happened in Nigeria. That's why I don't pamper the process. I'm not in this thing to pamper anybody, because everyone in this meeting, every one of us, we don't lost millions. I have lost millions in the online space, and we thought we were doing business. We were gambling. So a person will come and say, I've lost millions. I talking to you, I've lost. I've brought people into businesses that I've lost. I talking to you, I've brought people into businesses that lost millions. So coming to do this, we have to be in another frequency to accomplish what we want to accomplish. Thank you for you who understands why we keep on resiliently being rugged. So just copy the ruggedity of your CEO small. Copy them. Enter straight, and you discover you will make massive impact. God bless you. We're done with this presentation. I took 2 minutes into 10:30, and now we will answer our question: how do you become part of SWIFTtrip? Ambassador Jerry, can you take us with how we can be part of SWIFTtrip, sir? Thank you so much, sir. Okay, I think your mic should be open as well. I'm getting a notification here. Your mic is muted. Sorry for cutting you. Yes.
All right, so
great, it's open.
Yeah. So if I'm saying, when you hear like this, don't wait until you understand fully before you take opportunities that come your way. Get in. While you're there, begin to understand the process. If you understand very well from the crypto space, there was a time when this was feasibility. It comes to the support of it. And of course, NBC would clamp down on the media houses. There's something you guys are. Go and read this book by Boki Taki. Fake money, fake assets. Tell you that whenever government of the day tells you this is the way to go the opposite direction. Okay? Because it means that, of course, you're seeing what is happening after. They tell you this is the way to go, that's not the way to go. And that is the people who took advantage of that opportunity today, they are not at the same level with some of us. Because we were waiting to understand fully. And if you understand the last season in Nigeria here, about the bull run, you understand what bull run is about. And some already feel disappointed because of that lack of understanding of this. Doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It's going to happen according to your expectation. It has its own workability. And that is the kind of system we're talking about here. We have a process, we have a system. Be part of that system. So how do you become part of it? Simply put, you don't need to write why jam to become part, to be admitted in. All you need to take advantage of that little token that is brief. Now, I call it a little because a time will come when it will not be little. When it was 5,000 without they would see another. Joint and a pot of his shape that goes like for Port Harcourt now is about 8 naira. Okay? And somebody is now calling you, come and invest it in a business that can change your without analyzing. Nothing actually wrong with it. But we can eat it and eat it without money. But once you say, come in a business, you start asking questions, please, every time you use the if it does it, take the other round. Point is scripture. You can either come in as shareholder or as a stakeholder. The shareholder can know which is the best unit of our business. Note today is going for 49,500 naira. This was the same note at the early part of this year that was selling for 25,500. Now it's times 2. Those who didn't believe initially are now believing and they are killing it. So who is wiser? Mind you, the man who is paying 49,500 is owning the same percentage of ownership to the man that came in with 5,000 naira. 0 into 5%. That is what he owns. Because the only thing I never changed is ownership percentage. The money, the value of what you're paying in for the loan change, but your ownership percentage will never change. So we're saying 49,000 now to switch, bank account. You see the bank account number there. All right, with FTMB, don't encourage you pay to individuals, please. Know what the Nigerians filled up with. People impersonating organizations to say, I am what they are. We don't have admin. If you want to know our hub admins, the list is there for you to do. Pay that money and send your payment person who invited you, because it's a closed system. You cannot pay and activate it. Somebody must activate you from its own end. Alright? So all you can do is once you pay, you can go and download the app and wait for your login details to be presented to you. It's on Play Store already. Right? Once you download the app, usually you get referral, all this email details as name, first name, as it appears in your bank account. And then your phone number. These are the 3 information that he needs to complete registration. And once that is done, he's going to generate a default login pin for you, which you can change to your personalized pin that will be known by both of you. Alright? This process applies to those who are coming as stakeholders. The stakeholders category, the list is error. And they have to dealers paying for 150 million naira. The bigger your stake, the bigger your take home. So what you brought, what you're bringing into the table will determine what you take from the table. But be rest assured that whether you come in as a holder or a stakeholder, the players will talk about every one of them. Because when we begin to rate the street, of course, the game will be changed. When Honorable talking about what you make a trip of, for example, 50,000 naira looking so insignificant. 40 is too big. Yes, but imagine that we've done 10 million trips, 50 million trips, and 1 trillion trips. That percentage, that's what they say, will shock you thereafter. It will give you an alarm anymore because will begin to run digits. So if your account has never read the before, if it is preparing your account to read the millions and the trillions, it's very achievable.